Yo, what is happening, guys, and welcome back to the Unspeed Action channel. Of course, we're back for another reaction of the day. We're back for another Upchurch reaction. Y'all know the score. Y'all know what's happening today. We're going to be reacting to Upchurch, James Dean, another song off the Blue Jeans album. I ain't going to waste much more of your time, but of course, before we get into it, as always, hope y'all have an amazing day. If you're not, switch that shit the fuck around. Start having an amazing day. Always trying to spread positive vibes, entertain, have fun on this channel, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the fun and the vibes. Now, remember, if y'all fuck with the vibe, like, comment, and subscribe. Links up here and down below. You want vlogs, IRL content, you got Undisputed Vlogs. You want gamer content, you got Undisputed Gamer. You want Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all up here and down below. If you want to see me do more than just react, you can check them out. I really would appreciate it. But yeah, y'all know the drill with Upchurch. Y'all know the album. Y'all know what we're going to be on. And we're going to be reacting to James Dean, baby. I don't know what this back. Last one was a vibe. Let's see. We going to see what the fuck he bringing this time. Okay. I really like this start. That's when he started.
Give me Guinness for the hardest grind. God give me no limits, cause limits for people who dream in part-time. The line cash walk, I kick the same.
He said, God give me no limits, cause limits are for people who dream in fart time. What? I get the part he said, God give me no limits. Like, there's no limits. There's no, like, cap on my potential, my talent. Like, I can go anywhere the fuck I want. But he give me no limits because limits are for people who dream on fart time. Back to start. Oh.
Give me Guinness for the hardest grind. God give me no limits, cause limits for people who dream in part-time. The line cash walk, I kick the same one to the ditch side.
Oh, did he say part-time? I think he said part-time, bro. I thought he actually said fart-time, and I was like, see, to be honest, I'd believe that because it's Upchurch. That's the type of thing he would say. I think he said limits are for people who work in part-time, which is actually, that's a nice fucking bar. Actually, limits are for people who work in part-time, because if you're working full-time, there should be no limits. If you're working full-time towards your goal, there's no excuse that you shouldn't achieve it. But if you're not achieving it, it's because you're only working part-time. You're not giving it 100%. Okay. What I thought was just a funny thing actually became a bar. Okay. On a wake-up call. 50 seconds.
The hardest grind. God give me no limits, cause limits for people who dream in part-time. The line cash walk, I kick the same one to the ditch side. We ain't walking and talking, not teleporting rich pines. Grew up painting houses, now my paint on a canvas. Illustrating ideas that never existed in my presence. Started passing ones who neglected this redneck's direction. Texas taught this redneck that Red Dead Redemption.
Okay. There we go. In his fucking super hot fire one, I turned around and I said that he had a few video game bars, and he mentioned Rockstar, and then he mentioned a Cowboy Two-Step, and I was like, he's mentioned Red Dead Redemption, which is a Rockstar Games game, and then he said Red Dead Redemption, because Red Dead Redemption is a cowboy game, and he's saying, I'm a redneck. But I like that part whenever he turns around and says that I'm writing down things, and I'm doing things that were not existing in my presence. I'm doing original things. I'm not just copying him, and him. I'm doing shit that never existed in my presence before I fucking did it, because I'm one of a kind. I'm doing it different, which I like that type of brag. And obviously he mentions the rednecks that was, he turned around and said the rednecks that kind of neglected it while he's like stepping leading that, and it mentions the Red Dead Redemption game. Okay. 29.
Paint on a canvas, illustrating ideas that never existed in my presence. Started passing ones who neglected this redneck's direction. Texas taught this redneck that Red Dead Redemption. And Tennessee made me one smoky ass bandit. Survival skills like Appalachia, mainstream thought I stranded. They must be a bunch of beavers always yelling at me, damn it. But don't at me, cause they can't compete with a motherfucking savage.
Okay, I like that part whenever he says about Smokey Bandit. Then he has that little bar he turns and says they he says that they're all beavers, damn it, because obviously beavers build dams, they're all beavers, damn it. And then he also mentioned that they thought that it left him stranded, but he ain't going fucking nowhere. He ain't stranded, bro. Okay. 43.
Bandit, survival skills like Appalachia, mainstream thought I stranded. They must be a bunch of beavers always yelling at me, damn it. But don't at me, cause they can't compete with a motherfucking savage. But a turn road, hell grown, barbed wire bandit, and a smooth two-tone. Superstars been stuck in the city.
I like that little part whenever he says that obviously the Superman light up the chest because the S, and then obviously he turns around and says about I got more lights than Nashville's nightlife. Tell the tourists to get a flashlight because everything's so dark compared to my lights. Okay, and then he had another little bother. 125.
Right down the strip in a drop top, and you can watch the lights down. More bars than Nashville nightlife. Tell a tourist buy a flashlight. And CEOs to leave me alone, or they a crash site. I keep the flame campfire. What keep me sane nighttime? 615 my whole life, knuckle scarred, and I still fight. Batman building civilian. This black night be too damn brilliant. No city snakes slick enough for this hillbilly reptilian. Not outside of no ceilings, no murder, but made a killing. Don't swallow pride, cause I spit it. Pony boy, this go to glisten. Valve covers on my engine, encrypted with hieroglyphics. No pins or composition. The way I do it, not comprehended.
Those city snakes look up at this redneck reptilian. That was a fucking bar. Obviously mentioning the snakes and the reptilian, but these city snakes, because all they do is come over and try to sliver their way in and take shit because they're venomous. They're literally snakes. They're snaky. And then he's like, but they're looking up at this reptilian because I ain't taking that shit, bro. Okay. He's really like throwing me off with this album because he's really thrown me off this album because I knew Upchurch. People told me that okay, this album is like very versatile, it's very about the place. I thought I was gonna get a lot of rap. We got a lot of rap, but then we getting a lot of Upchurch singing. Then we got a real as fuck one, and now we getting this where he's talking his shit. He has video game bars, which I'm all for, bro. I don't know, dog. 153. I'm enjoying it.
This go to glisten. Valve covers on my engine, encrypted with hieroglyphics. No pins or composition. The way I do it, not comprehended. This a vengeance on the system. Can't mute the ones to listen. And what's a blueprint to us magicians? What's mainstream to blue jeans? Day one, they was like, who he? 10 years later, looking through the window, 2023. I'm him, motherfucker. This a trail, not a lane. And when I leave this motherfucker, this shit not gonna be the same. Hey.
This a trail, not a lane, and when I leave this show. I love that part. He's saying this a trail, not a lane, because he's like, hey, everybody is in their own lane, traveling in their lane, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, but this is a trail. This is me setting it because a lane is already laid out. Someone already put it there and people have already traveled through this lane. This is a trail. This is me setting up a trail for other people to follow because I'm not following people and doing what they're doing. I'm doing my own fucking thing and people are going to follow me. So I like that part. He said, this is a trail. This is whenever you don't do the normal, go down the highway, you take this extended route, the fucking adventure route, and you go that trail instead because you want to do it different. You don't want to walk the same fucking way everybody else does. So people go right, you go left, you do that shit, you loop around. I like that fucking part. I like the way he's talking shit. I like the way he's talking his shit. 2-7.
And what's a blueprint to us magicians?
And that part, what's a blueprint to us magicians? Because obviously a blueprint, when you look at a blueprint, it tells you everything you need to do from step A to step 100, how many ever steps. So you look at a blueprint, you got to do it exactly by the blueprint. But what's a blueprint to us magicians? Because a magician doesn't work by a blueprint, because a blueprint makes sense. Magicians do magic. Magic doesn't make sense. It doesn't define by the laws that are supposed to be real. Magic isn't supposed to exist. It's not supposed to work. So when magicians do magic, we're like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen. But he's calling himself a magician because of the way he makes his music. He's magic with it because he's doing it outside of the realms that are that people can comprehend and other artists can do. I'm catching the fucking bars, bro. I know what Church is talking about. I know he's talking his shit, and I gotta break it down and give that motherfucker credit. Sorry, that motherfucker credit. Gotta say it the way he does. Obviously, the blue jeans.
I'm him, motherfucker. This a trail, not a lane. And when I leave this motherfucker, this shit not gonna be the same.
Cause he gonna change it. Jesus, church. Jesus. Whew. Oh, I heavily, heavily enjoyed this one. You know, a lot of people turned around and said that James Dean was top three in the album. A lot of people saw a lot of people say it was the best song. I saw a lot of people say it's top three. I 100% understand that. The whole song was great, but literally just those two fucking bars, whenever he turned around and says this a trail, not a lane, he's doing it own way, he's building it different, and then he turned around and says that it's a blueprint that magicians don't work by, that in itself is just a deep meaning, because you could just take it as, oh, a blueprint, you follow instructions. A magician doesn't follow instructions because what he does is different. But then I decided, you know what, we got to look in this shit. We got to give Church his credit. The fact that he's literally saying he's a magician because he's doing the things that shouldn't be possible. Like I said, when a magician pulls a magic trick off, you constantly think, okay, it's obviously not magic. He's pulled a few strings, he's done something, because that's not supposed to be possible. How the fuck did he do that? And that's what Church is saying. He's like, every time y'all react to my songs, every time y'all listen to my songs, y'all are thinking, how the fuck did Church do that? Because I'm doing it different. I'm working magic because you don't see this shit anywhere else. And I like the confidence Church has. He has the confidence where he's saying, I'm doing it different. I got original ideas. I'm doing it like no other artist. Whether you believe, okay, we've seen this before, Church is doing it well, but we've seen it before, we've seen country music before, we've seen this. He's like, I'm building my own trail, fuck the lane, I'm going off on the trail and doing my own thing. Everybody's over here fighting for this spot. I'm going on the trail way over here and making my own spot, and I fuck with that. So, shout out to Upchurch, man. I'm heavily fucking enjoying this album. But we gonna continue, we gonna enjoy it, and we gonna see what more he has to offer. But for now, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all think positive, and I hope y'all have an amazing day. Of course, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.